Welcome to my channel, guys. So we're gonna break it down into elements today. Yay, right? Um, Welcome to my channel, guys. I done bumped it. Let's see if I messed it up. No, whatever. Okay. So we're gonna start with fire signs. And as always, we're gonna let the guidance come out the way it wants to. Okay. I do want to take a minute to get into the energy. I want everyone to I do feel an energy to cut your cards. Fire signs. Fire, fire, fire. There's always a link in the description box to look further into your chart if you want to. This can be any placement in your chart. It could be you just feeling called to watch it. Fire signs. Wow, that's oh, the maze wanted to be in reverse. The star and the key. Wow. Oh, this pretty little guy was left out. Okay. Fire signs, fire signs, fire signs. This is very interesting, very raw. This is definitely going to be an intuitive message as always. But it definitely feels like what I'm seeing here. It's time to really take a deeper look. It's time for you to sort some things out. Really write that detailed plan. Get the map going as to how to navigate towards the best future for yourself. What you feel is really aligned with your destined direction, it feels. It really feels like there's a need to get clear here. Maybe some of you have been really focusing on what is my purpose, what is my mission, what is the elements and aspects of me that really need to be healed, what needs a deeper look. How do I find my way through this path? We have the clock, the maze, the magnifying glass, the whale, the mountains, the star, the key. Let's park here. There's definitely a public feel here. But it's about finding this key. I feel like you felt like you've hit these roadblocks or these standstills or these dead end here. And it feels like you're like, the time is now. The time is now, but there's a closer look that has to be examined. There's still healing here that has to take place with this whale here. And it's reminding me of the card that I created that asks you, is it an obstacle or redirection? There's an energy here where true healing, taking that deeper look, going down a path that you haven't gone down before. There's an energy here where when you look deeper within self and begin to pull to the surface what is still being blocked, what is still hindering my progression in some way. You find what it is that's blocking this path to you, and you find the redirection. There's no obstacle unless you don't go deeper within self, it feels like. There's an energy here where there's just like this, there's still something within you that if you can grab a hold of it, if you can bring it to the surface, it's like an aha, the key. It's like the key to path. What's behind that? This matured masculine energy, the key to grounding something, the key to manifesting something in this physical reality. They're bringing me to time. Tell me about this time. Why is time here? Four of Swords wanting to receive. Four of Swords into the Temperance. It's really beautiful. Really, it can be a... interestingly, I just heard butterfly effect. Six of Wands. Victory lies ahead. So this time also relates to your success. Look at that, King of Pentacles. Definitely speaking to this masculine energy here. There's an energy here where it's really time for something to become more concrete. There's this, it feels like the perfect opportunity right now, like this energy that's going on currently. It's the perfect time for you to purge out some things and really move in a direction that's going to take you out of this mental maze or this physical, emotional, whatever it is personally for you. It's going to ground you in a way where you can now manifest these pentacles in your dynamics. And for some of you, maybe more income is the key. Queen of Wands, more confidence. I've just heard it takes money to make money. There's an energy here where I really feel like you're overly concerned about the physical aspect of getting from your point A to point B. How that resonates in your perspective. There's an energy here where you feel at some sort of lack. Like you could never get out of this rat race. You can never get out of this maze. But the divine is telling you the time is now. It feels like these pentacles will manifest when you align your vibration. Wands are vibration. Queens are more likely to get off the throne. They act before the king. So you ground this. You believe. You have faith. You act on it. You get the blueprint together, you orchestrate the plan, and then you allow yourself to be front and center and actually navigate your way out of, and it really feels like this is mental, this is of the mind. And the mind is tied to what needs to be healed here. Because if you walk into this energy with confidence, Queen of Wands into the Ten of Cups, looking deeper, you find this happiness for life, this zest and this joy. It kind of even boils down to stop looking at it as if you're in this maze. You are more powerful than your surroundings. If you really buckle down and go within self, you find, and it's almost like an energy of being intuitively led. This 43 brings us to the Hermit. Going within and really navigating that spiritual path and course in order to see your way to I heard fate. Wow, to see your way to purpose, mission, completion, joy, stability. Look at that, Six of Swords, mental stability. A progressive mindset. So you find the joy and the love in life. It propels you into this. And this is where, exactly where the mind meets the emotional, spiritual lack mentality block that's here. This is a 41, which brings us to 5. Changing It could just as easily be the perspective. 10 of Wands, 10 of Swords behind that, and 10 of Pentacles behind that. I'm not playing, guys. 10, 10, 10. And this 4 of Swords just wanted to be seen, but the way I seen it first here was 10, 10, 10. What is this? Temperance again. So it shows here, there needs to be a mass, and that's all 4 tens. There needs to be a massive ending in the way that you're operating. And again, 4 of Swords smack in the middle. It starts with the mind being progressive. The mind has to work for you. Imagine being frantic. And this is what your mind is, whether you know it or not. There's an energy here where your mind is frantic, trying to hurry and get out of this maze. You feel the call of time. You feel like the time is now, or you feel like this is just, I've been doing this shit for too long. 10, 10, 10, that could easily be a 10-year cycle. And 10s are endings, which slaps you right in the foundations of a new beginning. Which we have 21 here, which relates to 3, which would be the Empress. The birth of could potentially be your new future. 33 right here on this key they brought me to. Magician. As we talk about the Empress, which is a co-creative energy, the mother of new things, birthing things into your physical reality, we have the Magician, you using, and again, we had all 4 tens. That's all 4 suits, just the same as the Magician. You have to not only use this karmic, we have up to the 10s, that's definitely karmic. So you have to use this karmic, massive, complete ending, bringing this wishing well up, the emotions and everything to the surface. 10 of Cups, bringing it all to the surface, recognizing the real joy and beauty in your life, using all elements of self and reality in order to co-create the. It really feels like rising above these mountains here. It's not as if you're. Now I have to go around these mountains in this Magician energy. Let it be like magic. You can let it be like magic. 2 of Cups wanting to be seen along with the Death card, 3 of Wands. Ten of Pentacles wanting to be seen. Love yourself enough to really transform. Love yourself enough to transform. Love yourself enough to, if you've got to do some hard inner work to get to the bottom of this maze, this wishing well here, and it feels like some of you will have to retreat for a while, but the time is now. High Priestess, absolutely, the time is now. The time is now for the information to be unlocked. And we had the 2 of Cups. Look at that, Temperance again. She just keeps showing her face. With this King of Pentacles and Queen of Wands, this masculine and feminine energy, especially in relation to the suit. There's an energy here where, especially with this being the King of Pentacles, anything that you put your intent to, your energy, Queen of Wands, your confidence in co-creation, especially with this High Priestess, whatever you put your efforts into at this time, it will propel you more in a balanced way. It's all laying out, especially with the Star, going towards healing. You have to follow these intuitive nudges. I really feel like you guys are going to get some divine guidance very soon with this clock here. That's not an invitation to rush. That's an invitation to be patient and allow the divine to bring this information to the surface, because it's something that has to be healed here, but you have to be strong enough to face yourself. With this 44, that's an 8. Definitely strength. You have to be strong enough to face yourself and take a deeper look in order to really heal and connect to the higher energies in your experience. It will really, really help mold your mental and heal some mental and emotional standings in your personal experience. Wheel of Fortune. with changing the way that you operate mentally, spiritually, emotionally, physically, it has this ripple effect that changes everything. You now have the King and the Queen of Pentacles along with the Knight of Pentacles. It's going to be this ripple effect that changes everything. Queen of Cups, Seven of Wands, and the Tower. And the Seven of Wands, it just feels like people are going to show up. They're going to start having a lot of people show up in your experience, but a lot of them aren't for the long haul. They're attracted to your vibration, this balanced, healed, loving, soft, nurturing, strong, confident, dynamic boss person that you're becoming. This Tower is you. You are the change that you want to see and you want to be, because you're going through a process of healing, and it's leading you to the key. It's leading to you to your fate. I just seen 1616 on the clock, and this is also card 16. It's leading you right to purpose. It's leading you right to fate. Your destined calling. It's opening your heart. It's opening your mind, your experience. 33 breaks down to a 6. That's the Lovers. We have an 8 and a 6 here. When you start getting this call to heal, some of you definitely may be feeling it right now. As you get this call to heal, please embrace it, because it's shifting this, it has the potential to really create this dynamic shift in your experience. That mountain will be far removed. Through taking a deeper look into yourself and how to heal yourself, this mountain will be moved. The time is now to really get out of this maze. Okay, fire sign, allow yourself to be in the spotlight. If that's you know, there's still that energy of big blessings hide, or I won't say hide, but they are oftentimes behind your fears. If you have fear, you just have to remember to operate in a mentality of fearless. Fearless doesn't mean that you don't ever have fear. Look at that Sun, 6 of Pentacles. But you're enlightened enough to know that with faith you have courage, and with faith you have the opportunity to fear less. The Moon and the Sun, and the Moon is what I thought the Sun was at first, but we have the Sun and the Moon. The light and the darkness, you fear less. Less and less fear until it's absolutely gone. Look at that Death right there, an 8. As above as is all around you, if you perceive it that way. A lot of people will say as above as below, but I can have my own heaven on earth if I choose to operate in that manner. Will I experience some bullshit? Yeah, but I didn't say I can have my own heaven. I said I can have my own heaven on earth, right? That doesn't exempt me from the on earth part, you know? Alright, fire signs, that was your reading. I love you guys. I'm going to go into water. Water, water, water. You just clicked on the timestamp. Hey, water signs. Welcome to my channel. Thank you, love and appreciate you guys. Take what resonates. Let's see what we get here. Water signs, water signs, water signs, please. Do my water signs need to know? guys had some blessings on the bottom. I like it. Hey, water sign. Came in like a force to be reckoned with. Communication not so clear though. Let's see what's the main energy my water signs need to know. That's playing out in their experience at this time. What do they need to know? How is this guidance going to be interpreted? Allow the guidance to flow through me as you bring out the cards, please. Bring them all the way out. Water signs. Bring them all the way out. What do they need to know? Water signs, take a minute to get grounded. Take a minute to tap into your intuition and not giving me anything, because I knew there was something that I had to remember to say. And look at that. Now that I've told you guys, we can get some things. Get into your intuition. This is a moon. This is a moon. this is the moon, but this is one of the cards they just showed me. Get into your intuition. The moon is also, about intuition. What do we need to know here? Water signs. What do we need to know here? There's the blessings card that we had at the bottom. You guys are getting the same cards. We're going to do 3, but let's see. Whoa, that's way too many. But you know what? We're still going to do 3, and we're just going to honor the bottom of the deck cards. That's what we'll do. Water signs. This is absolutely beautiful energy to be coming in with, actually. Wow, look at that one. Right back to the High Priestess. It kept giving me the High Priestess. You guys know that I integrate the energy before I do the readings, and it keeps giving me the High Priestess. Look at that. High Priestess. High Priestess. Well, let's start here. I really, really feel like you guys are being heavily affected by this, all this moon energy that's going on. Same thing I told the water signs with the infinity thing. As above, as is all around you. You created how it flows and resonates in your experience. So, as above is as all around you. If you create it that way, do you want to have your own heaven on earth? Do you want to have your own peace on earth? In your own perspective, in your own personal life. The way you navigate, the way you operate, your intentions, your honesty and truth to self. There's a heavy energy of with this moon card. I really feel this strong energy of really needing to operate and honor yourself. It really does feel like there's a lot of people around you, a lot of people in your energy, especially if you got this blessings card, and this strength here. I mean, with everything else we have here, especially with this, how do they say it, a scythe? I call it like a little knife thing here. This is you needing to really cut some people away. There's some people that's trying to really get in on your blessings. We have the 8 of Cups here. There's really an energy of some people that you really need to let go. 6 of Wands wanting to be seen. 6 of Wands and the 9 of Wands. I think you really feel that. You can tell that there's some people that's intentions are not pure. Their intentions are not pure. They do not resonate with you. They really don't. The energies don't match. You got an 8 of Cups, that ass. 32 brings us to a 5. It's really time for some change. We have the Knight of Swords. You're going to have to keep it real. You're going to have to, I almost said Scorpio. Wow. So, interesting. We are doing water signs. So it could be very specific emphasis on Scorpios. Or, if you may be dealing with a Scorpio. Somebody has to speak their truth. This really feels like an energy of, look at that, 8 of Wands and the Devil. 6 of Cups, 7 of Wands. There's some toxic shit going on here. Hermit and the 10 of Wands. Somebody sees that you're going in a very upward direction. Fool and the King of Wands. Somebody sees that you're going towards success. Somebody sees the abundance. Somebody knows that you're the shit. But they're operating in a way that's deceptive, manipulative. Someone wants a piece of your pot. And you guys know I don't often get lower vibrational things, but if it's important enough for spirit to bring around, then they're going to bring it around. Oh wow, did that just die? Wow, my tablet just died. That's also very significant. I definitely feel it's on the charger and it's clearly charging. There's definitely an ending that needs to be here, a severance. There's a severance that definitely needs to be had here, and I think it's very important for you to honor your truth. You have the ability to do it, and they may see you as a bit immature, unwise. They may feel like you won't do it, like you won't confront them on the position that they're trying to play in your life. Look at that, we have the sun and the moon on this. Two-Face. But what I feel like what they don't understand, or what you may not even understand, is just as two-faced as they are, devil energy here, just as two-faced as they are, you have the ability to wear as many faces as you need to. And as of now, you need to moon sign their ass. Keep it really real, raw to self. And yeah, I mean, it is the duo of the sun and moon, because it's your truth. That's that light. It's that freedom, that authenticity, that somebody needs to be put in their place, and it may needs to be a severance. A severance. You got to honor yourself, and if that means a complete change, then it is what it is. Nobody is worth your peace of mind. Queen of Pentacles. You have to be nurturing to yourself, kind and compassionate to yourself. You have to take action in doing what really... Okay. So apparently you got to take action in skirting off. You know, as life speaks to us around us, you know. But you're going to have to honor yourself. You're going to have to put that time, effort, energy. Look at that. 8 of Pentacles. 3 of Cups. You're going to have to put all of that into yourself. You're going to have to work on yourself. Work on your life. Work on your current standing. If you feel like it's time, look at that, Magician and the Ace of Wands. Magic wand here, 4 of Wands. Queen of Swords, if you feel like it's time to work on your stability and cut some people off, then honor your truth. You can't always be concerned with who feelings you hurt. You can't be in this position in life where you allow someone else's feelings, thoughts, actions, manipulations, or whatever to procrastinate or prolong your blessings. They're promised to you, but when they show up, it's strictly up to you. If you feel that you don't have the strength, the courage, or the will to make these cuts required, then you simply go to the divine. You go to the divine and you seek higher help. You go to the higher council of self. You two-cup yourself. You give that love that you were previously given to someone that was undeserving, and you give it to yourself, and you see how miraculous that changes you. Your life, your reality, your experience. Look at that. 6 of Pentacles. 3 of Wands, strength wanting to be seen along with the King of Pentacles. Eight of Wands going right next to the Knight of Swords. I almost said Scorpio again. I think, and it's not even that you specifically have to be dealing with a Scorpio. It could be just an energy of needing to take on that Scorpio energy. I don't know if I said Scorpio or Scorpion, but the Scorpion energy. Queen of Swords. Cuts that need to be made can be made. You're strong enough, you're willful enough. Take on that Scorpio energy, that transformation, that death, that rebirth, that mysterious, some would say lethal. No matter if a Scorpio is tore up inside, you will not see it on the surface. And maybe that's what's being suggested by them continuously saying, fixing my vocabulary to say Scorpio. You may need to really embody that energy. You are a water sign, so you can navigate through any water sign with ease. And some of you, if you're staying stagnant in a relationship that doesn't serve you, you only are not serving yourself. It's not anyone else's fault when you choose to stay stagnant or choose to agree to less than you deserve, because it has to be an agreeance in order to be of acceptance. Meaning, if there's something you don't agree with but you accept it, then by fault you are agreeing with it. What do you agree with in your experience? This is the Ten of Wands here with this bear. It's also 15, which is the devil's energy, relating to a 6. That's the 6. That's the lovers. This person is in your heart space. Whether, no matter what soulmate connection this is, partnership, friendship, co-worker, whatever it is, whoever this manipulative person is, whoever who's ever causing this Ten of Wands here, if you purge them out of your field, you begin to have a smoother ride, a smoother journey. It's a transition into the blessing. But the question is, do you love yourself enough to, and it feels like it speaks directly to the feeling of pain. Sometimes severance is not easy. When you love someone, when you care for someone, or when you've had someone in your experience so long, it's not easy to make cuts. But if you feel this divine pull and you know that this person is not serving your experience, then you ask yourself, how long will I sell myself just as short as this person has been doing me? Or I have been doing this person? Because sometimes we grow comfortable and stuck in things that no longer serve us. But there's stability coming to something that you're actively co-creating. Magician, 3 of Wands, Strength, King of Pentacles, something that you've been diligently working at. Your diligence is wanting to pay off. But there's certain cuts that have to be made here. And you have to be strong enough to love yourself. You have to be willing to, I just heard, accept nothing but the best. Love is a reflection. And it's not a reflection through a broken glass or a broken mirror. Love in any form, family, friend, foe, co-worker, whatever. If you're allowing this person in your emotional body, then you're allowing this person in your heart, which means you have grown an emotional connection, bond, tie. And if this person no longer serves you, you're going to have to sever it, especially to make sure that you have your vibration aligned with self. If this person needs to be cut, Queen of Swords, and it looks like they do, It could, I mean, it could be a job itself. It could be a thought process. It could be, I mean, take it how it resonates, but for the majority of you, this is a person. You know, if it resonates more as an aspect of self, then take that how it fits. But there needs to be an Ace of Wands, Two of Cups here. Three of Cups, there has to be a harmony within self. There has to be a magician moment where you pull together the different aspects of self, of life, of spirituality, and pour it back into yourself. The return of investment is the blessing showing up in your experience. This 2 relates to the High Priestess. The 6 relates to the Lovers. Tap into that divine fountain of knowledge, High Priestess. 6 of Pentacles, 6 of Pentacles, and bring that balance back to your physical self, your spiritual self. For some of you with this, I feel an energy of getting your health back in order. Getting back to that young, vibrant self. This is also the Ace of Cups. For some of you, if this is an actual partnership, when you release it, you get the love that you deserve. 28 brings us to 10 here. Completing this karmic cycle. That's also another 2 and an 8, which brings us to the High Priestess and the Strength here. We also have Strength here again. Ace of Cups, Ace of Wands. Aces often relate to potential, but it's more likely to be the potential in oneself, with this being a 1 relating to yourself, relating to the Magician, relating to personal alignment, fulfillment, joy, opportunity, determination, new risks, taking new opportunities. But it starts with cutting away something that does not serve you, balancing the things that are in your physical reality, and getting your mind in order to move forward, really operating in strength and not in this heavy energy of the 10 of Wands. Not anything that brings you down, release it. It brings you down to show you that it doesn't serve you. It doesn't bring you down to be an obstacle, a lesson, a test, a blessing. It brings you down to show you that you can release it. Honor your emotions. You're a water sign. Honor spirit. You're a water sign. And be confident in your stride, because confidence is the key. You have the opportunity and the stability. 4s relate to the Emperor. 0s relate to the Fool. You have the full capability to really grab your experience by the horns with the Emperor. And with the Fool, a reset, a leap of faith, a new opportunity, wholeness, feminine energy. And that's a beautiful pairing of the masculine and feminine energy with the Emperor and this circle, which is relates to feminine energy. This 0 here, this, you know, you guys get where I'm going, the sun and the moon here. You're gonna have to see things clearly, and if it's time to make cuts, we have the 10 here. You're going to have to be real. You're going to have to be authentic. You're going to have to honor yourself and do whatever you got to do. However this resonates with you, you're going to have to do what you got to do. Even if this person sees you as immature or someone who's not capable or willing to make the cuts that they, you know, because this is, you even might put them on blast, but don't do that. Don't put them on blast. Just walk away with respect for the growth and the experience. And if they try to put you on blast or try to get pumped with you, show them that you are not this less matured energy. Okay? Go deep within your maturity, your development, your spiritual self. Do it with grace, with ease, with confidence. Ace of Cups. Even if it's cheesy to say release them with love, release them with love so that your heart doesn't shut down in the process. Because with an open heart, you walk straight into your blessings. High Priestess, 2, High Priestess, it tells you that, especially with the 6 of Pentacles at the bottom, it tells you that there's a balance coming spiritually and physically. There's a renewal of hope, a renewal of faith. And with the Clover, this is a blessing that comes to you. This is something that you don't see coming. The divine just places in your path, and maybe that is also why it relates to the high priestess, because you're going to have to be in tune on a spiritual level to recognize it. Which also means that if you're going to have to let somebody go, don't hold yourself in that breakup, lower vibrational energy. You didn't break down, you broke up. So don't break down based on the opportunity to release what no longer served you. You want to cry if you choose to stay in a connection that is draining you from your blessing or pulling you from your blessing, that's making you Ten of Wands, that's making you have to exude so much extra force and energy. If you want to cry tears of joy that you no longer have to waste vital energy on something that does not serve you. Recognize the blessing and releasing all 10 wands, no matter how long you've held on to them. Knight of Cups, King of Wands, Lovers. And definitely if it's love, know that you got a better love coming to you. Free yourself, separation. Finances and career. Let go of control issues, and this could be the one. Something better is definitely coming, and your money and everything improves. And when this new love comes in, don't put yourself in a position where you're going to be fearful of expressing your heart. Again, look at that. Heart-to-heart conversations. When you go through the process, and understand, you don't walk through one door and end up, it's like you don't walk into a building and end up on the opposite side as soon as you walk in the door. No, it's a process. I don't know why that was the analogy they went with, but it's a process. And maybe the door is symbolic of the entry of self, the building, the self, the inner dwelling. Very soon this can be the one. If you choose to go within the deepest parts of you and remove whatever it is that initially made you and this person resonate to begin with. And I just seen the Lovers, and we have the Moon here. Why was this person solely tied to you? Because, again, soulmate. They show up in all shapes and forms, Why was this soulmate drawn into you? And how did you resonate on a similar frequency that allowed it to be, look at that maturity, that allowed it to come to that level, And then when you detach from that, you heal it and fill it with love, gratitude, and appreciation, whatever. Once you heal it, you feel it, you heal it, you release it, and you no longer bring yourself to a point where you're attracting those type of anythings, You only hurt for a little while, not forever. And that person too, for some of you, if you feel like I can't hurt that person, shit. You guys have a great one, and I love and appreciate you all. Thank you for watching. Have a great one.